My name is Conor Cupples. I am an actor and theatre maker from Belfast, and I work with Terra Nova multiple times across the past 4 or 5 years. So my first show involved with Terra Nova was their production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was brought on as Puck, and it was incredible because it was my first professional job after graduating, and Andrea took a chance on me, and it was absolutely brilliant experience. Since then, I've done like various intercultural workshops with Terra Nova, and we did the production of the King's Speech, which was part of the centenary, the Northern Ireland centenary. We done that in City Hall, and we produced a play version of that and a short film version of that as well. So a huge thing for me, like in the build up to the shows, was that we did a lot of sort of production and workshop things with people from various different community backgrounds that live in Northern Ireland, and not just, you know, like not just Catholic Protestant, but people of so many like different denominations, religions and places that have come here. And that's always kind of been the sort of top thing for me, because we had a situation there where we had everyone in the room who felt comfortable and like secure enough to talk about their prejudices, their views, their preconceptions, and you also had the people those preconceptions were about in the room to be like, well, hey, that's actually like based on this, that's based on that, or people think that because of this. And it was just such a lovely human experience to have those moments to be like, well, I know that I might have this view, or that person has that view, but I'm actually like this. Like we had a case where they brought all like cherished items and we put them out in front of us, and there was such a diversity and a story behind every single one that just lended itself to so many more amazing cultural conversations, especially for what's being here, because you don't often see it in Northern Ireland. So that was really, really special for me. So King's Speech was a show and short film that we did for the centenary of Northern Ireland. And it was a very, very cool and very interesting type of show. It's essentially about this girl who walks into the City Hall and she meets two specific spirits. She meets like the spirit of old Northern Ireland and the spirit of new Northern Ireland. And it became this clash between the way things were, the way things are, and how they could change. And it was a very, very interesting show because it dealt with conflict and culture in a really, really interesting way. And even down to something like aesthetics and presentation, like obviously, you know, I'm pale and ginger, like I look like an Irish stereotype, do you know what I mean? So I was old Ireland and playing all these concepts, and I got to look into the history of fighting and conflict from a really personal experience. Andrea had created this script off of personal notes and personal research and personal stories, so it was really, really interesting to look at those sides and look at people's perspectives across the entirety of the country at the time, and be able to explore and talk about it, and then also be able to hand that over to Remy to give this idea of the future and the possibilities and prospects, and how we can not forget about that, but take that and let that build us better. It was a really, really amazing show, really, really cool. And you know, we got to hang out in City Hall for like 3 hours, so I was delighted. Terra Nova is the only company that I've worked with, like so far, even like just that does things like this on the scale that they do it at. You know, like there's a huge thing in theatre now about, you know, inclusion and community and da-da-da, but Terra Nova are the ones that are walking the walk and not just talking the talk. You know what I mean? Like Andrea has gone out of her way to do such amazing things and such amazing work, and she provides opportunities, she creates space, and she gives these chances people to get to know each other in ways that I don't think that they would have. Like there were times, like I said, from doing those workshops, there were people openly admitting, you know, oh, I've never met someone from XYZ background, or I've never had the chance to have a conversation about these feelings and that. And even beyond being a theatre company, just having those spaces and those opportunities in general is amazing, and they're the only ones that I've seen doing it, so I think they're extremely important. I would say that the words that come to mind are bold, lively, and weird-wonderful.